If you've been on the internet at all in the last year, I know you've seen this guy.
You scroll and scroll and scroll and see all these dudes on the internet showing their cars and their watches and flexing their lifestyle everywhere. I'm sorry to break it to you, but I'm that guy.
Be honest, did you believe him for even half a second? Because if you did, it's not really your fault. That's kind of the entire point. You see, Brez Scales is part of this new movement on the internet I'd like to call fake guru shit, but new and flashy. Look, money gurus have been on the internet for as long as it's existed, but this new archetype is currently undefeated. Young kid in a Porsche. Young kids are gonna listen to that. I'm not gonna lie, I almost fell for this shit. This dude is convincing. And this is an entire umbrella on the internet that always just kind of felt off to me. Like, I've had like this intuition that there's been something wrong about it, and I decided we're gonna go balls deep, dude. So today, without further ado, I present to you exposing internet hustle culture. Now look, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I've watched Brez before. My entire YouTube homepage for about a month was completely consumed by this fake financial bullshit, and I could never get a clear answer on if it was real or if it was a scam. But I will be goddamned if I am paying $5,000 to get into a course. But what if I got in without paying $5,000? What if I did that? Now, I just want to preface this by saying, if anyone watches this video, please do not go and harass any of the people that I am infiltrating in this video. Please don't do that. I don't want to spread hate or anything. I just want to bring awareness to this topic because I feel like a lot of young kids are falling for this shit and they're blowing their family's credit cards. Anyway, Brez Scales, one of the most popular, if not the most popular financial guru kind of type hustle culture, lock the fucking kind of people on the internet, right? Millions of followers. Look, I got multiple friends that follow this guy, so he's well known because I don't got a lot of friends. His content basically consists of, look, I'm in a fucking Urus right now, and you could also be in a Urus if you open up that wallet, playa. Now, each one of these guys has a business or a brand that they use to legitimize the income that they're making and to kind of just prove that they are able to do these things. Brez Scales, as you could probably tell by the name, has a company where he scales businesses, which basically boils down to running Facebook and Instagram and TikTok ads for these businesses in order to get them new clients. Now, on the surface, that seems like a legitimate business model because, I mean, quite frankly, it kind of is. But that raises the question, if you are making that much money, why the fuck do you need my $5 grand? Brez Scales' website is the epitome of manipulation. If you get the money in front of you right now, you might as well kiss that shit goodbye if you click this link, because you're gonna be throwing it at Brez like he's a fucking stripper. First of all, Brez, the link in your description is completely fucking borked. It doesn't work. You have to delete all of the bullshit in front of the original link to get to the actual website, and once you get to that website, dude, be prepared to give your ass up. Give me 11 minutes and I'll reveal the one invisible skill that allowed me to live the glorified internet lifestyle in my 20s without inventory, a team, or even showing my face. Watch the video below to learn how to get started.
I'm that guy.
Okay, you got me. Now, a common theme you'll see throughout the website is that everything is framed with the utmost urgency. Apply now before I close the ERT to the public. Apply now. Fill out the quick questionnaire above to see if you qualify for the program. 1,200 joined already. Yeah, this shit works. And here's what the ERT students have to say. Come on, guys, the grind doesn't stop. This one's an actual IRL store. 8th client. Quitting my 9 to 5, blah, 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 blah. On a scale of 1 to 5, how familiar are you with freelance brand scaling? 1. I don't know shit. Say you and I were working together closely. What's the #1 outcome you'd hope to achieve? Make this my main source of income, obviously. Dude, would you happen to have $1,000 to $4,000? Please give us your first name, your phone number, and your email. And that I did. Now, obviously, my first name is not Muhammad. I put in a dummy phone number, one that wouldn't be tracked, and obviously not my personal fucking phone number. I don't know you, Brez. I don't want you to contact me on my fucking phone. And thank the Lord that I did not put in my actual phone number, because Brez was banging my line. Wee woo, the alarm bells are ringing. Why the fuck would a legitimate business be hitting up my phone like my ex-girlfriend? Hello, is this Muhammad? I don't know. Anyway, When I picked up, it all kind of started to make sense. Now look, I'm gonna edit out the voices because I want to preserve anonymity for everyone. I don't want anyone to face any backlash for anything, even though this is a pretty shitty thing. But, you know, I don't like to spread hate, so I'm gonna edit out the voices, but I'm gonna be paraphrasing. Hey, Muhammad. Yo, what's up? It's me, Muhammad. Hey, it's fucking Philip from Brez's team. I was just wondering, how much were you looking to make monthly for brand scaling to be your main source of income? Oh, you know, roughly around like 10 to 15 grand. Oh, that's great, man. We could definitely work with that. You see, the thing about this is they weren't asking questions as much related to the brand scaling as I thought they were going to be asking. They were asking me personal questions, which set off some more little alarm bells in my brain, because it's like, why would you be calling me, asking me about what I do currently? You know what I mean? Like, you have a business, you have a service to provide, you don't need to know my life story, and the reason behind them doing this might be surprising, but it's all part of the grand scheme. Pressure! Bing, 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 casino slot machine noise. I told them I worked at Wendy's, and they were basically just drilling into me the entire conversation, like, oh, I bet you hate your job. Hey, like, oh, so what is it that makes you hate your job? Oh, it's your boss. Okay, so what is it about your boss that makes you hate your job? Okay, and I bet you're not getting paid a super large amount. I bet you're really uncomfortable financially right now. Okay, I understand that. Well, we can actually fix that. Give us $4,000. Look, and I'm not gonna act like they were bad at what they were being paid to do, because obviously they're being paid to do this, and they get a commission every time somebody signs up. That's usually how these things work. Because if I had the money, dude, I was starting to think that I did hate Wendy's. I don't even work at fucking Wendy's. I was starting to think I did hate it. I was about to shell out to these guys. Unfortunately, I don't have $4,000, and that's when a bombshell was dropped upon me. I will now give a direct quote that I was said during this call. We can get you applied for Amex Blue Cash. You heard that right. They wanted me to open a credit card, instantly max out the credit card so I could pay the money for the fucking course. Are we serious right now? So I did some creative lying, and I was sent a payment link, fanbases.com. Now, I'm not gonna lie. What the fuck is fanbases.com? Oh, fuck. Oh no. So I sent them the $4,000 invoice, and for some reason I didn't get a reply back. I don't know why. But how can you prove that this is a scam? You ever heard of a boiler room? A boiler room scheme is a large-scale operation designed to lure in as many investors to an investment scam as possible, often using high-pressure sales tactics. Boiler room scheme operators may cold call investors or solicit investors through emails, text messages, social media, and other means. That sounds a lot like what the fuck is going on here. Now, if I was a betting man, I would bet that the way Brez is able to afford a 911 GTS is from a bunch of people that have fucking just sent him a shit ton of money and gotten probably really just basic info, like how to use Facebook Ads Manager. Like, and I'd be lying if I said this wasn't a really decently thought out scam, because like a lot of kids don't know about this shit, and especially a lot of young people don't know about this shit, because this shit was really prevalent earlier in the internet, and now it's not so much, but it's making a comeback, dude. We're coming back. But it isn't just Brez Scales that's doing this shit. It's a really scarily large amount of people on the internet. Pretty much everybody that's selling a course is using this exact blueprint, and Brez seems to just be the guy that knows social media the most and was able to extract a legitimate audience out of this. So yeah, moral of the story, don't sign up for this shit. Don't sign up for anybody selling you a course. Almost all information you can receive on the internet, you can receive for free. You don't need to give somebody $5,000. You don't need to max out a credit card, therefore fucking your life for the next 10 years just to give Brez a little chunk of change. Everything that Brez is teaching is easily, readily available to find for free throughout the internet. So just do with that what you will. And also, the business model is getting pretty saturated with a lot of bullshit like this. So if you're actually legitimately doing it, you probably have a higher chance of making money. Anyway, yeah, don't fall for this. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna go now. If you're gonna pay for anything, you should pay for a membership to this channel. Thank you to my members. See what I did there? Look, okay, we're gonna try something. If you want to improve your life, because I know you hate your life sucks. You wanna get back to the good you. Just send me 99 cents a month and I can make something work. Was that good? See, okay, I don't have enough training like the bread scales employees. I'm gonna go.